All right, looks like we are live. Greetings. Here I am finally returning to all of you. Hello there to all my followers of darkness, shadow scavengers, and villainy aficionados. Welcome, bienvenue. Here I am in good old Lord of Shadows, and this, my friends, is Shadow Talk. The only difference is this time we're going live. And for this particular subject today, I have a very, very special guest here with me. Someone who he's a really, good friend of mine, the one, the only, Bro Kira, the man with no face but a powerful voice.
Thank
Great
you
to
for
have you
such
here, my
a
friend.
yes. Thank you for such a wild introduction for these wild theories.
It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure. Now, for the Shadow Talk, as I usually always do, what is basically the subtitle of this discussion? Well, as of course, as the title of the video says, it's going to be about One Piece. Basically, more importantly, One Piece, as we like to call it, wildest theories. Now, basically, what me and my friend Procura did, basically, we kind of like selected like overall like altogether the like seven theories, and we're basically gonna go through like through them like one after the other, basically, and kind of like
With
yeah, go ahead,
yeah,
Procura.
with some discussions about certain topics that we find near and dear to our hearts.
Oh, absolutely, especially one certain conspiracy, but okay.
A
Uh,
certain gecko.
yeah, very well. I mean, you can see from my Jolly Roger right here, so
Yep, yep.
you got you already guys have the idea what we're gonna talk about. But basically, seven topics about like our certain like One Piece as we call it like wildest theories. So without any further ado, let's start with this, shall we? So the very first one comes from Pro Kira, and he likes to call it reverse Marineford. By the way, I have to say it's an interesting, very interesting title.
Yep, yep.
Did you come up
Want
with
to
it?
tickle the fancy, like uh, get the juices flowing. Um, what I theorize is going to happen. We know Garp, the hero, is not dead,
Of course. Yeah.
but he is captured. And that kind of
Okay.
mirrors something and somebody other who was captured by certain someone.
Yes. PDA.
Yes.
Yes.
So what I theorize in the very near future in I would theorize it's gonna happen in less than 50 chapters
I
is
mean,
Blackbeard and his crew will announce the execution of the hero.
Garb Sujo.
Yes. That will draw in the Straw Hats and the Straw Hat Grand Fleet and the Marines and Sword, giving Luffy and Kobe a chance to fight side by side.
Hmm. Okay. 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 I should have known, like, just from the title itself, Reverse
Yep,
Marineford.
yep,
I already got the idea, like, where you're going with this. But
yep.
okay, first and foremost, let me just point out that we're in Elbaf right now.
Yes, yes. I
So
mean, Elbaf, we're in God Valley most of the
okay,
time.
okay, fair enough. For like recent chapters and everything, yes, we're going through the Rocks Pirates and God
Yes,
Valley, of course. So
yes.
I get it, and of course, I read somewhere that one of the people who works under Oda that basically
Mhm.
we're gonna spend a lot more chapters in God
Oh
Valley
yeah, oh yeah.
after
There's a lot to
after
unpack.
yes after 1162 like
Yep.
chapter and everything, which
Yep.
I'm really interested to read because I have a certain question that I'm gonna also discuss it, but a little bit towards the end. That
Hmm.
also involves Blackbeard, just like you. So I think like the last theory you have, I think it's gonna connect to that. But okay, so
The
okay,
man seems like a catalyst for a lot of things.
yes, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But okay, so we're in God Valley right now. Okay, so
Yes.
I get that, and of course, I kind of expected. that one way or another, Luffy might end up in Beehive or
Yeah,
Hachinosu, basically.
yeah,
I mean, I
yeah,
prefer to call it Beehive. Uh, I like, one way or another, he's gonna end up there.
yeah,
Even though
yeah.
personally, the final battle between Blackbeard and Luffy is not gonna be there. This is
No, no,
basically
no.
no. This is gonna basically let's just call it like final round part one. Let's put it that way.
I'm gonna theorize that it's like I said, reverse Marineford. So things are gonna mirror Marineford a lot. And
Yeah,
what I am going to say is it's going to be the same as Marineford. Akainu was the main villain, let's say,
yeah, of
and
course.
Luffy did not fight Akainu. He couldn't, but he also didn't. And that's the same thing that's gonna happen to, like, he's not gonna cross Blackbeard in that sort of way.
No, but okay. Let's be honest, right here, right now. First and foremost, I seriously doubt that Akainu is going to be there.
Oh
I
no, no, no,
seriously,
no, no.
uh,
If anything, Sword is gonna be there. The rest of the
absolutely.
Marines, maybe, but I don't think the world government would want to send the main forces even for Garp, because they don't want to oppose. Like, they already had a war with one of the Yonkos. It ended semi well, and
Yeah,
I don't think they want to risk it with Blackbeard.
yeah. So okay, so yeah, which again, I think like of all the Marines, they're going to be there. Like you said, Sword is definitely going to be there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Which means Kobe, Helmeppo,
yep.
Tsuru's granddaughter.
Prince Groose and the rest.
Yes,
Doll, yes.
yes, exactly.
Maybe even X Drake.
Oh, yeah. I mean, after Wano Country, we haven't seen much of him.
He's
Uh,
alive,
yeah, of course he is. Of course,
and
naturally.
he's one of the main guys of Sword.
Yes, yes,
And what I think
absolutely.
is Kuzan will finally flip during the war and reveal himself to be a part of Sword.
That is something you and I have been discussing for a
Yeah.
long time because,
Yep.
like, some people actually have been buying it that Aokiji actually became a pirate and basically
Nah,
turned
nah,
quote unquote villain and everything. I'm like,
nah.
come on. I mean, like, it's fucking Aokiji, like Kuzan. Like, if you think that, like, you have to be bloody drunk to think like he's gonna be with Blackbeard and everything. Like, which is why I always said Aokiji is definitely one of the high-ranking members of Sword. Now, do I think
Yep.
he's the leader? No, but he's definitely one of
Probably
the.
not, but he is in the inner circle.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically doing. If I have to go to a different franchise as an example, like he's
Hmm.
basically doing what Severus Snape did in Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically,
Yeah, he's a double agent. So
yeah. And
yeah,
not even the rest of Sword knows that he's so deep undercover.
but the question is, do you think Garp knows?
Hmm. The problem with Garp knowing is not if they trust him enough, but if he's reckless enough with information he's getting.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Okay, that's
because Tsuru and Sengoku, it's not that they don't trust Garp, it's that they know better.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll give you points for that. I'll give you points for that because Garp is a loose cannon when it comes to not just simply
Oh yeah,
battle wise, but also like leaking information.
like
Uh,
he's never gonna turn.
but
He's
here's
the
the
epitome of good. He's like
yeah,
Superman of One Piece universe,
yes,
but
exactly.
information keeper, top 10 worst.
Yeah, that's not one of his greatest strengths. No,
No, no,
absolutely not.
definitely not.
But that also goes to this question. Do you think because there's no way that like I bet that some of the higher ups in Marines they know Aokiji is part of Sword and he's doing a double agent thing. So my question is who actually does know? Like it needs to be someone who is reliable, someone who's going to keep their mouth shut. So my question is here. I think like of all the people, I think like the only probable three people who might know this information, but they're keeping their mouth shut is either Tsuru, Sengoku, or
Yep.
Fujitora.
Yeah. I don't think even Fujitora, because he had way too much like clashes about the warlord system and stuff like
Mm,
that. I don't think they would let him in on such. I don't think he would find it particularly moral this whole sword thing is not
Good point.
really in his justice system.
Yeah.
But Tsuru, Sengoku, maybe even Kong.
And also, I just want to say this: I don't think Kong is such a pussy as like they're showing
Oh
him in the
no, no,
chapters.
no. He's just like old school.
He's
He's just
just
his era is done. He's not the focal point of the story anymore, and there's no need
yeah,
to spend time.
yeah, I know, because like I just simply like sometimes I like to watch One Piece like chapter reactions on YouTube,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I've seen a lot of people criticizing Kong, like oh my god, he's such a pussy. Like how the fuck is this guy was a fleet admiral and everything? Like whoa,
No,
whoa, whoa. It's being cautious and sometimes a little bit worried doesn't mean you're a pussy.
people don't understand how uh, high-end warfare actually functions. The general doesn't grab a sword and charge. The
Exactly.
general always stands behind, because if he falls, the rest of the dominoes fall.
Yep.
He cannot be reckless. That's the whole point. Because if he's reckless, he would not be the general.
Absolutely. But
Yeah,
Kong's actual like title in the world government right now is it Commander in Chief?
something like that. I think so.
Yeah, yeah. But
He
okay,
has way too much knowledge for him to just be let go.
yeah, exactly, absolutely. But honestly, between you and me, I would love to see more of him because he sounds like an interesting character.
For us to get what everything we want to get, we would need like 7 prequels.
Right? Yeah. That's true. Oh shit, that's so true.
Like
But
seven
anyway,
different prequels, 300 episodes per prequel.
I mean,
Plus.
okay, okay. Plus what?
No, 300 episodes plus. Who knows how
Okay,
many?
okay,
Depending
yes,
on what
but
prequel. Roger Pirates could be another One Piece 2.0.
well, I mean, with Roger, I mean, remember
Because with
the
Roger, you can get side stories, like we get, like when we focused on, like on One Piece, we do focus on Luffy, but then we go and look at Law and his backstory and his story and stuff like that. You could have prequel Roger, and then just have a whole era of just rocks stuff,
I mean,
and then just
one,
other marine stuff. And yeah,
yeah, I
I
mean,
know your feelings. I know your feelings.
yeah, I mean, like one of my wishes, and you saw the
Yeah,
video that I'm talking
yeah,
about,
I
like,
know. I saw it.
eh, I said it. Rocks Pirates would be one of the greatest One Piece spin-offs they could ever do because,
It
like,
it, it would be. It would be. There. It's just so many of the current era and the like past era pirates just intersect. So many stories, just the beginnings, the middles. It's so many things.
absolutely, and also I would say this: Rocks Pirates. If you do a spin-off about them, honestly, I mean, I said it. I mean, I talked about it in my video, but like thinking about it right now, I feel like you can do an entire thing in like maybe 300 episodes.
Who knows? Oda can cook.
Well, okay. First and foremost, you know that Oda said that once he's finished with One Piece,
I know, I know, I know, I know. He's
uh,
done. He's done. I
he's
know.
done. So if someone basically wants to do a spin-off of One Piece, first and foremost, it's gonna definitely be a totally different
Look,
person. Uh,
okay, but I'll give you a counterpoint.
okay, go ahead.
He was firm and he said he's done.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
Akira Toriyama was firm and said he was done after Z. He was done.
Okay,
And then they
okay.
made the Dragon Ball Evolution, and he said, "Oh hell, nah, I'm back."
Yeah, I was like, okay, okay,
So if
yeah, I
somebody
know.
makes a spin-off of One Piece, and Oda is like, "Oh hell, nah," and then he's gonna come back and fix everything.
Okay, okay, okay. Fair point.
You
Fair
don't touch
point.
somebody's baby, and then he's just gonna be like, "Oh well." No, no, especially not
Okay,
Japanese people with their ethics and work ethics.
okay, okay,
There's no
okay,
way.
okay. Okay. Fair point. With the
He
old
also
Akira
said multiple
Toriyama.
times One Piece will end in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, and it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. You cannot trust Oda on that. He's like Garp on that front.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a good point. That's actually a good comparison. Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah, and also I remember one time he did say that one of the reasons why he went so long is because he made the Shichibukai seven. But
Yep.
he because at first he wanted to make like two of them or something.
Yep.
So
No,
he
no,
said
no. It
like
was four. The
four
instead
oh
of Yonkos, there was four Shichibukai, and
yes.
then he was like, but then I have an idea, and then the idea sprouted an idea, and then it just
Keeps going.
kaboom,
Yeah,
fireworks.
I know. Like when it comes to like storytellers like that, like you think like you have an idea, but then after
Yep.
you're writing it, you think like, wait, oh wait, I have an addition, I have another idea. Oh, what about if I do
Yep.
this? If I do that? Okay,
And
okay,
what
I'm
if
gonna
this
expand
idea
it.
has another idea?
Exactly,
Yep.
exactly. And Oda
Yep.
is
Yep.
just like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then,
He cannot stop himself.
yeah, but anyway, going back to your reverse Marineford thing.
Yep.
Uh, okay, so first, okay, if we're gonna do a reverse Marineford, that means a few things. That means a few things. One, a legend has to die,
Yep. Because it has to
and
mimic the original Marineford.
yes, but if he's gonna mimic Marineford, Oda has to do it like in a way more powerful way, like for example he did with Whitebeard.
Well, there's a very straightforward and simple answer. There has to be even more stakes for the final confrontation between Luffy and Blackbeard.
Yeah,
And what's a bigger final stake than
Blackbeard
Blackbeard
killing.
finally killing Shanks?
Oh, oh, oh. You know what?
Shanks stepping in to stop the war again, but this time,
But can I tell you, speaking of Marineford, can I
yeah,
give you a little, a small theory?
hmm
Remember that part of the storyline where one of the Marines talked to Momonga and said that Shanks interfered with Kaido because he was
yep,
going after Whitebeard?
yep.
Uh, what if Kaido was trying to reach Marineford and fight by his side, just like they did in God Valley?
Maybe, but that's a separate theory of Shanks is evil.
No, no. Actually, my theory is that maybe he wanted to stop him to keep the balance.
Mm, maybe. That again, we're stepping into a whole different theory.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to, but okay. So that means one legend needs to die, and of course,
Yep,
honestly, I hope if he's gonna mimic Marineford, I
yep.
hope that Garp doesn't die.
Yeah.
Because like okay, he wants to do a reverse Marineford. If Oda does that, if your theory is true, then
Yep.
I hope that not everything needs to be like
No,
mimic.
no, not everything. It's just the skeleton of the
Yeah, exactly.
story.
So okay, so but honestly, I would rather keep Shanks for the laugh tail battle.
I worry it's gonna be too crowded if he keeps everything for the last. Because
Yeah,
you
I mean
have the
that.
God's Knights, you have Buggy and Shanks, and you have the confrontation with Mihawk and Zoro, and you have so many plot story things to unfold and unravel and explain. I worry
Yeah.
that if he slots them all there, it's just gonna be a mess, and he's not gonna want to do that.
So
So
basically, so basically, you think that Oda is tactically trying to
yes,
like
sprinkling it out.
sprinkle it out, so then when the
Yeah.
time comes for laugh tail, only like the main players
No, not even
should be
just the
there.
main players, just a structured confrontation that's kind of like Wano. A
Okay,
structured
okay.
confrontation where you have parts and you know every player where every player is and what is happening at any point.
Yeah, okay. I get that, but it's still like for me, I kind of think he will be there because like remember that
Okay, but you
panel.
have to pair them up to see what the confrontations are.
Okay, yeah, I get it because we're gonna have black. I mean, we're gonna talk about laugh tail a little bit later, but let's talk about reverse Marineford a little bit more. So
Yeah.
okay, but in your theory, do you see? Okay, I just want to hear you out. Do you see any casualties like in this reverse Marineford theory
There
of
has
yours?
to be
Like,
some. There has to be some casualties, um, especially if the Grand Fleet is coming, which is my theory that the Grand Fleet is gonna involve. That's what makes it Marineford, like all the allies of Luffy and
hmm
Sword. I don't believe he's just gonna kill off Kobe. I don't believe the revolutionaries would interfere.
nah, I don't think they will also interfere. No,
No,
but maybe Dragon because Garp is his father. Maybe, but
maybe, maybe. But
yeah.
look, I have the picture of um, the final players, the people who Oda chose for the final thing. Do you remember the panel? It was in chapter 121. It was
Yes, yes.
all depends who
When,
finds the One Piece. So you
yes,
have the
when
four
Vegapunk.
current Yonkos. Yes, when Vegapunk. But you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the
yeah.
four current Yonkos. You have Buggy, Blackbeard, Luffy, and Shanks.
You
Then you have
had
Akainu,
yes,
Dragon,
yes.
Emu,
Emu,
a
Garling.
Silhouette, which is probably Figureland Garling. No, Figureland, but Shamrock.
Hmm. Okay, that could be a good point. That could be a
That's
good point.
probably
That maybe.
Shamrock.
Okay. And
Colby,
yes,
Kuzan, Sabo,
yes,
and Garling.
yes. Yeah, yeah. I remember the panel, and
Yeah,
yeah, it
so
was
you
during that
cannot have
Vegapunk
all of
speech.
these players there. You cannot have all of them.
Yeah, okay. You'll be overcrowded, but also you have to remember that that's not gonna be the final arc. This is basically gonna be before the whole thing in Marijoa happens.
You know what I worry that Garp will survive because Kuzan will give his life for him.
Oh, okay, okay. So okay, okay. You have the Ace, Akainu, Luffy,
Yeah,
like skeleton. Ooh, that would be powerful. That would be powerful, but it
yeah.
also make Garp.
And I think Kuzan has played enough of a part that
Yeah,
he doesn't have to go further.
yeah. I mean, I get it. But the one question I have: what about Charlotte Pudding? Like I know they kidnapped her and everything, but for a lot of these chapters, especially when Blackbeard was present, I didn't see her. Like,
No, no. Um, I that she's probably gonna play some part, but she's not the main player.
no.
She's a tool at this point.
Yeah, because like just like yeah, because like I believe because Blackbeard did took Charlotte Pudding mostly because the poneglyph thing.
The poneglyphs,
Yeah.
the third eye, but she can't access it willingly. He's probably gonna do something to force her and like get some information. She might die in the process. I don't think
hmm
they will kill her just because, but I don't know. I haven't given that much thought, honestly.
Okay. Do you think few of the Blackbeard Pirates members will die?
In reverse Marineford,
Yes.
I don't think, probably not a lot of them. If there has to be tit for tat. So if Kuzan dies, somebody's gonna, like, Kuzan dying would be like, there's stake for Ace, there's for, sorry, Garp, for Luffy, and there's stake for Kobe,
Yeah.
and there's, because Sword, and then there's stake for Blackbeard because that's one of his Titanic captains. So
Yeah.
in a sense, yes, if Kuzan dies, there's casualties on both sides.
Okay, yeah, okay, I give you that. Okay, that's a good point. But okay, so we have the Blackbeard Pirates, we have Garp, we have the Straw Hat Pirates,
Yes,
naturally.
the Grand Fleet.
We
Yeah,
have Sword, we have
yeah,
the Straw Hat, the Grand Fleet
yeah,
coming as well. But my question is, okay, if the Marines need to appear now, I'm not going to talk about Sword, like that's a different subject. But
yeah.
of the Marines, if they have to appear in Beehive, to rescue alongside Luffy, Garp, uh, which Marines do you think they will appear?
Fujitora
Okay,
and
naturally.
Green Bull.
Ryokuju.
Yeah,
That you think that asshole will be there to try to save Garp?
No, they would just send him for damage control.
How
Like
much?
you did bad in Wano, go redeem yourself. And this time we're not letting you leave alone. Fujitora is gonna chaperone you.
Oh my God! Can you imagine like Fujitora being kind of like this parent type of figure, try to?
Basically. Yes. They're not gonna leave him alone. Like go there and do no more.
I mean, honestly, if you have to send Marines, honestly, I would have always imagined it would be Fujitora definitely, but I would also imagine like for example, Smoker to be there.
Smoker
Uh,
could be there since Smoker wasn't a player for a long time.
Also Hina alongside Django and Full Body, even she could
Yeah,
appear.
some of the high ranking vice admirals.
Because I'm seeing the Marines who could appear. I'm seeing the ones who are always kind of more connected to Garp.
Yeah,
Unlike,
fair enough. But
yeah,
again, I don't think the Marines will send a full out force because it's Blackbeard and they don't want to
I
tickle
get it.
tickle
Yeah.
his toes because Blackbeard and they already had a Marineford where Blackbeard basically won by himself and got what he wanted. So I
Okay.
don't think they would repeat history.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I mean, can we give this theory a closure?
Yes. I think around 20-ish minutes per theory is good because
Okay.
it's theories. We can deliberate. I can deliberate 2 more hours about the same one.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now we go to the second one, which is one of mine, which of course
Yes.
which it is something that a lot of people have been theorizing ever since the name reveal in one of
Hmm.
the One Piece covers, and the thing that I like to call the Gecko Moria conspiracy.
Yes. I
Okay,
I when I saw the first chapters, the opening things, the Yamato
yeah,
cover journey, I
yeah.
knew where it was heading, and I theorized weeks before that this is going to be the culmination, and I was right. I was so happy I was right.
Okay, I will give you credit for that, especially when I read the titles down, the
Yep.
words down,
Yep.
like this pirate who protected his village from Kaido and they never found the
Yep.
body and everything. Like, okay, it kind of it makes sense. But
Yeah, and he got
basically,
Ryuma and stuff like that.
yeah, okay, because you and I we've been debating about this, like
Yep.
okay, why you think it makes more sense? Because like you said, how the hell could he get Ryuma from
Yep.
Wano? Like
Yep.
he must have some connection. So it says
Yep.
Kozuki Moria
Yep.
on the grave. Well, not grave. It's more like a what's it called?
The
Um,
marker, yeah, the shrine marker.
yes, like a shrine. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
But here, okay, so my honestly, my theory, because after reading those covers again and again and again, and also I even went back to Thriller Bark arc to kind of like revisit it with all the pleasure, of course, because it's one of my favorite arcs. To kind of like try to get a bigger picture for
Yep.
this. And okay, it's okay. Okay, so the Ryuma part, I get it, but I'm still not buying like how he got Ganzui and John, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Uh, okay, so you mentioned to me before that Gecko Moria it could be Kazuki Moria, but as you put it, not allegedly, like
Yeah.
not what
Not
was
by
the
blood.
word? Yes, not by blood. But here's the thing. My theory, honestly, is that he could be the Shogun's bloodline. And the reason why I'm saying this, and again, it's not just the purple hair. Okay, I'm not talking just about the purple hair,
Yep.
because that that will be obvious.
Yeah.
But think about it. Like, try to go back to the time when Kurozumi Orochi. Yes, I always forget his name. Kurozumi Orochi, but he was basically telling the story, how his family was like, exiled and banished because like was it his grandfather who tried to poison the shogun or
I think so. Yes.
okay like his grandfather was trying to poison the shogun, and that's why they removed his title. They banished them. They threw him into exile. They were hunted down, and some of the women that were part of Orochi's family, uh, like for me personally, what if they took like shelter in brothels? And the reason why I'm
Yeah.
saying this, and the reason why I'm saying this, Kozuki Sukiyaki, the father of
Yeah.
Odin, he never officially married. He never had a wife.
True.
So you can also kind of question who Odin's mother was. Number one.
Fair. Fair.
Yeah. And also, which means that he may have entertained some women, in different brothels. And a few of those women could have been Orochi's family. So through that's how maybe Gecko Moria was born. And I'm going to add you even one more into this, that Gecko Moria could be, if my calculations is correct, like younger brother of Odin, not like
Okay.
older or something.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
understand. But
yeah.
I have a counterpoint to all of that.
Go ahead.
Not by blood. So when he was younger, he had big aspirations to become the Pirate King and stuff like that.
Exactly.
First of
He was
all,
present in lockdown.
yeah, we don't know the timeline. He was present in lockdown. We don't know the timeline when he was actually in Wano. We know he stood up to
True.
Kaido. So
True.
it has to
Yes.
be between 36 years ago because God Valley and stuff like that. Okay. One thing also, the people of Wano don't know Moria is still alive. They revere him as the hero who died protecting. They don't know he's alive,
He's
and they
okay.
don't know he stole Ryuma.
Yes, but what if? But I can give you a
If he was
counter.
Kozuki, he would never touch Ryuma. If he was brought up as a Kozuki.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. He wasn't brought up as a Kazuki because Sukiyaki wanted to
Yeah.
keep Gecko
Okay.
Moria
Fair.
away. I think he came from Ringo. Like he wanted to keep him away, and he was raised in Ringo the whole time. Had no knowledge of the Kozuki, no knowledge of
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sukiyaki. No knowledge of Odin,
You,
and
okay.
that's one. That's one point. The other one is how like they never found the body and how you could have taken Ryuma's body. Well,
Yes.
okay.
I'll tell you.
One simple answer. Again, for me, uh,
Yeah.
he used his shadow fruit to
Yeah.
escape. And basically,
Yep.
he used that not simply to also escape from the battle, but also in the same time, he used it to try to steal Ryuma's body and basically escape. And to also add at this point, when Gecko Moria was trying to return to Wano, Wano was already taken by Kaido and Orochi. So basically, he was there when basically the change of management already appeared. And Kaido
Yeah.
saw him as a threat.
Yeah. What I would say is he is from West Blue or somewhere else. He's not
Okay.
born. He was not born in Wano. He is not of any descendant from Wano. What he is he was very devoted to his crew. He had big aspirations.
Yeah.
He wanted to fight the strongest at that point, which he thought was Kaido or one of the biggest threats. He arrived in Wano. It's like Wano was closed off, but come on, it's not that hard to infiltrate it.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
then
true.
he infiltrated Wano. He fought. We saw the fight. He used the sword like a samurai, and he fought Kaido. He did lose, but he was probably given the Kozuki name as a title, as an honorary title for just standing up to Kaido, like Odin did.
You think
That's
that
because the only other family was the Kozukis. So no, Moria is not the same bloodline as Odin. The people of Wano did revere him like he was one.
yeah, but wait,
Just
okay,
because he stood up to the oppressor.
so you're saying that they gave Gecko Moria the Kozuki as a
Yes,
title.
as a title of somebody who stands up to Kaido.
Okay, fair enough. But also,
Like what
it,
is their reasoning? Why did he stand up to Kaido? They don't know he's a pirate. They don't know how he appeared there.
Okay, but have you tried to reverse the kanji on Kozuki?
I did, but Oda does like to play a lot with
And
like
also, isn't Kozuki also a translation for like moon?
yes, it is, and Gecko is also written with moon kanji. I know, but that's just clever wordplay by Oda. I don't think it's that deep.
I mean, knowing Oda, you know perfectly well he can maneuver, his answers and his clues, in which he can make you think like, no, it's not gonna go in that direction, but like we have like different ideas, and then boom, it goes in that direction, which some people might find it obvious, like kind of like basically. He's playing like mind games, basically. Like he wants to make Gecko Moria as a Kazuki Moria, but he tries to do it in a way that will put other fans in a different direction.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But okay, I mean, okay, I give you that. I give you that. But honestly, personally, for me, I'm not very biased when it comes to like Kazuki given to someone like Moria. Even though I love the guy, but like to
They
give
don't
him,
know who the guy is.
I
They just
know,
saw
I
they just saw a guy with the giant ass katana fighting Kaido.
okay, I get you. Okay, I get it, but still, like, there's lots of things you have to unravel here, and everything. But I mean, one of my theories, like, I mean, okay, so Gecko Moria, what we know, he comes from the east, west blue or south blue.
I think it's West Blue. I'm not
Okay,
100%. I think it's West Blue, but
okay,
I'll double check.
yeah, because I'm not sure myself. So let's just say it's west blue. Okay,
Yeah,
uh, he's from like West Blue and everything, but
yes, West Blue.
it still holds. Ah, you checked it.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. So West Blue. Okay, so
yes.
but it still doesn't explain that maybe Kuzuki Sukiyaki tried to like send Moria as far away from Wano. So that
Fair,
basically
fair.
no one will realize that Sukiyaki had basically done acrobatics with a woman who's part of Orochi's family bloodline. I mean, do you understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it holds the it aligns with the timeline and somewhat, and it does sound believable. It's just that it's Moria.
I know. Please, for the love of God, don't be like King of Lightning. Please, don't be like him.
No, 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 no. It's not that I don't believe he could be of that bloodline and of that strong of a bloodline. It's just that, like you said, it diminishes if he can read poneglyphs. It diminishes Robin. I don't think he can because he's never brought up in Wano. He doesn't know what how to read them, and he's just not. He's not from Wano. People, okay, I have another counterpoint. Why
Okay, go
they
ahead.
gave him the title of Kozuki? People of Wano are not the brightest bunch. They believed Orochi
Okay, good point.
and into his lies.
Okay. I'll give you points for that. Okay, I'll
They
give you that.
like legends and they like to like look how many legends were there about Ryuma. And he
Yeah,
just killed the dragon.
yeah,
I'm not downplaying Ryuma. He's strong for the time he was at. I'm
yeah,
just saying people like something they they want something to believe in, and Moria appeared out of nowhere, stood up to Kaido, and seemingly died for them.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I get you. But one of my
They
theories is
wanted something to believe in.
those are good points. Those are valid good points. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
As well. But what if but I'm still saying, what if Gekomori, like, okay, he's part of the Kuzuki family. Let's just say he's part of the Kuzuki family. Let's just say that he is. That is being confirmed.
yeah.
Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean since he
No,
was
no, no. It changes
away from
nothing.
it doesn't mean that because like he was away from Wano, like Sukiyaki
Yeah,
sent him away, so it doesn't necessarily mean that he has the knowledge to read poneglyphs.
yeah. Fair.
Yeah. So yeah, and also when people say, "Oh, that diminishes Nico Robin," but I said, "Well, what about Charlotte Pudding?" I mean,
Yeah, fair. But then Blackbeard has two ways of reading.
that's true. But to kind of go to your favorite superstar character, that could be a reason why Bucky could recruit him.
Yeah, fair enough. Buggy could recruit him, and then like he's trying to recruit the rest of the seven warlords, and then he would have a way to read poneglyphs. But
Yeah,
there's
but
also another way how he could read poneglyphs without Moria knowing.
oh really? And what would
Yes,
that be?
Moria's fruit. He can resurrect a shadow that can read poneglyphs.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's going
Yeah.
on and about and stealing shit and stealing Ryuma's corpse. Why can't he steal another corpse that can read poneglyphs?
Okay, good point. But that actually means that he's gonna have to go back to Wano again.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I mean, O'Hara. There's a lot of places where people could read
Okay.
poneglyphs.
Okay. Oh, okay.
They're
Okay.
just
Okay.
dead,
That's true. That is true. But
and he steals a corpse.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. I
He just
get
needs
you.
to find a corpse.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine he finds the corpse of Clover?
Oh, that's trauma for Robin again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. From like the warm reunion between Soul and her, and then the whole nightmare seeing Clover as a corpse.
Yeah. Do we
Yeah.
just keep beating on Robin?
Yeah. I get you. I get you. Yeah. Oh yeah. But anyway, again, if Oda has shown us that the whole Gecko Moria Kuzuki Moria thing, if Oda has shown us this, that only means that Oda has some plans for Gecko Moria. He
Yeah,
definitely has some plans for him, for sure.
He's not out of the game.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And even though personally, I was kind of disappointed that Oda didn't drop him in Wano.
Uh,
The
there was
whole
so much
rematch
happening.
against Kaido.
I know, but there was so much happening in Wano.
Yeah, I mean, like
Wano
from the
was
whole.
overcrowded as it is.
Not to mention, in anime, we had like over 191 episodes.
Yeah, after Dressrosa, the biggest one.
Ye- Wait, wasn't Whole Cake Island like around 118 or something?
Not completely sure, but I know Wano was definitely the biggest.
Oh,
Probably
absolutely.
then probably Whole Cake and then Dressrosa, but Whole Cake and Dressrosa are much closer than Wano.
That is true. That is true. Absolutely, because I think like not even Egghead arc will reach Wano.
Oh no.
Absolutely not. But anyway, so we are. So can we make a closure to this theory?
Yes.
Okay, and now we go to one of your own, which you called it the real God Valley incident. And now I think like this is one. This one is going to be interesting.
It's relevant, topical.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah,
from the previous chapters all the way to 1168 before 62 actually comes out,
yeah,
like we have seen so much. I would say we got so much information from God
yep,
Valley.
yep,
Like from, for example, what Sengoku said when he was telling the story about Rocksteady Zebek the very first time.
yes.
So yeah, I mean, so and then noticeably myself.
Sengoku vilifying Rocks when he wasn't actually such a villain and stuff like that. But Marines tend to do that, especially the
Yeah,
world government.
yeah,
They
the only
vilify everybody except their own.
yeah, there are only three Marines never wanted to take credit for things like that. Garp, Smoker, and Fujitora.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody else is just wild. So what I think is we still haven't seen in the chapters why Garp and Roger joined forces.
exactly.
Why? What if it wasn't about protecting the celestial dragons, but it was because Emu had used Domi Reversi and possessed Ares, Rox's wife?
Oh, ooh, ooh.
So Ares's rampage under Emu's control was something they couldn't ignore. Roger and Garp had to try to intervene and stop the destruction, while Rox had to fight desperately to protect her.
But actually, I give you another candidate who Emu could have possessed.
Yeah,
Saturn.
Rox himself
Saturn.
or
Because
Saturn. But I don't think then Garp and Roger would join forces against Rox. You have to put them at
yeah.
the conflict.
So the only
Possessing Ares and putting her in the middle is why Rox would fight Roger and Garp.
yeah. So okay, so you can either make the topic where basically either Rox was the one who was possessed by Emu, although personally I think kind of unlikely
No,
that that could
I don't
happen.
think so. Yeah, too
So
strong of a will.
yeah, he's we have seen that the guy is way powerful than
Yep.
that basically what
That's why
Sengoku gave him credit
that's
for.
why I think it's his wife.
Yeah, I think like yeah, if Ares was possessed by Emu and like through
Yep.
through her, let's just say that rocks. I know I'm sorry I'm taking the role from like telling the theory from you, but
Yep.
let's just say that Ares, like Emu through Ares, says to rocks like if you want to see your wife intact, you have to like either like kill or destroy Roger and Garp.
Yeah. Or just Roger and Garp intervened because he cannot just stand idly by.
Yeah, or yeah, like kill Goldie Roger, and basically through the whole crisis, yeah, you would have said that Garp basically interfered.
Yep.
Yeah, that could actually, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because some
Yeah.
people are saying,
That's
yeah,
I
because
think that's completely plausible of why it happened because Rox doesn't seem just the blanket main villain guy.
yeah,
We
I
need to
mean,
fight the main villain guy. He's not the main villain guy.
no, I mean, if I had to categorize Rocks, I would say he's more like a neutral character.
Anti-hero. He's like Wolverine and stuff.
Nah, like I would say he's more neutral. Like he will do good things, but he'll also do bad things. Like
Yeah.
he's more like a neutral type of character.
Yeah, but he does most things because he wants to. He's a
Okay,
pirate. He
yeah.
wants to be free. And he's kind of like he's a true and true pirate. He
Okay,
doesn't do evil for evil's sake or good for good's sake. He does it for himself.
okay, fair enough, fair enough. But also, I do have to applaud that when the pirates were turning against rocks, that basically Shiki, Big Mom, Whitebeard, and Kaido stood by his side.
Yeah. Yeah.
That like
That,
wow,
that,
like that surprised me, especially Big Mom.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm saying like I think there has to be a strong enough like reason. There has to be something that pushes them to clash with each other. There has to be a conflict starter, and it cannot be something. I don't know. Garp and Goldie Roger and Rocks wanted to fight, so they fought, and then Garp is there, so he fought. No, it doesn't seem strong enough. It doesn't seem like it would. There has to be a reason, and Emu is in the picture.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. But also, okay, let
And
me
that's why
ask you
we
this.
set up Domi Reversi. That's why we got the explanation right before the flashback. It has to be used some way, in some way.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that. But here's the thing. Okay, let's just say that because, like I said, one of my because when you said possession, which of course is the speciality for Emu.
Yep.
Like, okay, let's just say that Emu possessed, let's just say Saturn, because he was there in God Valley when all these things happened. So let's just say Emu possessed Saturn. So how through Saturn, how would you explain Roger Garp clashing with rocks? Because I can see that happening, like Emu possessing Saturn.
I I don't see it honestly. We still don't know if possession means the end of that person, and that's the last straw because he possessed Gunko right now, and
Yeah.
we don't know what's gonna happen to her. Is the
Hmm.
possession just temporary and then she just returns with no memory, or is the possession I'm gonna use this vessel until it crumbles and then bye bye?
Yeah, because like I'm really hoping that, for example, like from Elbaf, when Emu possessed Gunko, I really hope that, for example, Dory and Brogy will not remain demons forever.
But Dory and Brogy are not possessed. They're it's a different technique. It's Domi Reversi, and the possession is Emu himself using the body.
Yeah.
Dory
Yeah.
and
True.
Brogy are not. They're just evil.
Yeah, but like I
I
said,
think yeah, I think it just amplifies the worst in them. That's the technique that amplifies the worst in people and erases the
okay.
good.
Okay. 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 All right.
And possession is just Emu is there, but not there, but there.
Yeah, but
Same but different,
so
but same.
yeah, I get you, but it's still kind of leaves the question like how, like like with everything that is happening and what could have happened through this through the things you said, like how did Rox, Roger, and Garp like fought each other? Because with everything that we've seen, God Valley will like is definitely the opposite of like for example, like I said, like I mentioned earlier on, what Son Goku said. It is definitely
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
opposite.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
look,
So.
if Ares is possessed
Mm,
and then she starts the rampage because Emu forces the rampage to happen,
yeah.
Garp will have to step in because he cannot let a rampage happen to the celestial dragons. He still has a duty to uphold. If
So.
if if Shaki and Rayleigh and his crew are in danger, Roger will step in, and if Roger and Garp both step in to try to beat the ever loving out of Rox's wife, he's not going to stand idly by.
Oh, yeah, 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 I get you. I get you. Yeah, by accident, like they have to basically hurt her and everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and he
Rocks,
will not allow it.
Rocks will definitely go berserk. Absolutely.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's how
but
you get the accident and why
yeah,
they fought him. And he
yeah,
didn't die because he was weaker, and he didn't die because they beat him. He died because he had somebody to protect.
yeah, yeah. That is true. That is true. Yeah, because honestly, because yeah,
I don't
a
see him
lot.
losing.
uh, I think like because like a lot of people right now are saying that like a lot of people are expecting that Emu will basically possess rocks and and how and that's basically how he will fight Roger and Garp, which was
Yeah,
basically
yeah, yeah. I
Emu in Rox's body. But
yes, but
honestly,
no way,
yeah, but
no way.
honestly, with the strength when it comes to like his body, his mind, and his will, honestly, I don't see Rocks like giving in to Emu's possessing power.
Yeah, exactly. He has way too much willpower.
I mean, the guy was like in the fucking garden with Emu and Gunko with just a simple flintlock as a gun. So you could kind of imagine that kind of shows how powerful he is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no way that the rocks would just like
So the
be a
question
vessel.
Yeah, so the question is like, how will Rox die? So, like you said, he could die in battle by protecting the people he loves,
Yep,
or
giving his life
uh,
for Ares.
yeah. So basically, yeah, the only and I totally agree with you. The only way Rox could be killed is basically by sacrifice.
Yep,
Like for example, what Zephyr did in One Piece Film Z.
basically.
Yeah, he basically sacrificed himself in battle, and that's how basically he gets killed.
Yep.
Yeah, because like
Uh,
because I can't see, like you said, Roger and Garp defeating him and everything. I mean, maybe they do. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know.
Maybe they
It,
do,
it's
but
it's a big
rocks is
stretch.
yeah, but rocks is shown to be so powerful for that era. He is the no equals.
Yeah, I mean, one thing Sengoku was right, and that is basically Rocks was Rogers the greatest opponent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I told you before when we were messaging each other, like I'm not ready to say goodbye to Rocks, man.
No, no. I knew there's more to him than just he's the bad guy. He's such a well written character. Like there's not a lot of him, but there sure isn't enough to love.
Yeah, and also, I mean, like you and I talked about this, but like it was predictable that he was the father of Blackbeard. It was
Oh yeah,
predictable.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, not just simply okay. I mean, like we just just simply like two straight on the nose clues, like Blackbeard conquering Beehive, where the Rock Spirits were formed,
Yep.
and also his ship being called the Saber of Zebek. I
Yes.
mean, those are the first two like obvious clues and everything.
Yep. Yep.
But
Yep.
but yeah, but one thing I will surprise, like with Rocks and everything, I'm really happy that we finally got a great father in One Piece.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man. Yeah. Do you want to add something more to the real God Valley incident?
Not really. That's it. I think that's very simple, straightforward turn of events.
Mm, Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, but one thing for certain, like when I just want to add that when Sengoku said that the God Valley disappeared, it basically means that the fight that is going to happen, basically the entire island was destroyed.
Or
Oh, you mean Emu?
Ares starts to lose, and Imu just does the kablamo.
You mean just like it did to the Lelusia kingdom?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He just
Yeah,
says, "Okay, I see Garp and Rogers starting to win. I'm not gonna get my way. Well, delete everything button."
yeah, which is basically throwing a fucking meteor on the island. But and yeah, I mean, yeah, that could
Imu is
be
like a
the
little
case.
child. If he doesn't get his way, it's his way or the highway.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things one of the videos I will very soon do is basically I'm going to talk about like who is Emu, because I
Yep,
have many different theories about Emu, like who could be,
there's
because
a lot.
yeah, because one of the things that I think like a lot of people will agree with me, Emu is not a simple human ruler. He's
No,
something
no,
beyond.
yeah,
Yeah. So I have a few different theories, but that's a story for another time.
yes,
But okay, with that being said, we go to another one of your theories, and this is going to be an interesting discussion. Joyboys Crew.
yeah. This is also gonna be pretty straightforward and simple. Um,
Go ahead.
the prizes in the God Valley hunt, the
Yeah.
God's Knights and everything the Celestial Dragons do. Um, First, we didn't know how many prizes there were, and then we got the full page spread and everything with the Buccaneers on the stage and stuff. And there's 9 devil fruits,
Yeah.
and as you can see in the mural, the Elbaf mural, where
Yeah.
there's a depiction of Joy Boy with the spear and the shield. The ancient depiction has
Yeah.
one shield with one big dot in the middle that represents the sun or Joy
Yeah.
Boy, with
Hmm.
surrounded by 9 other dots, his planets or his crew.
Yeah.
And there's 9 treasure chests with 9 prizes, which could be the 9 weapons slash devil fruits from his crew.
Yeah. I mean, I could.
Probably there was probably gonna be 10 prizes, but they
10.
couldn't get the Nika fruit. It's avoiding the world government.
Oh, yeah, which goes back to Shanks and who's who, and
Yes,
yeah.
they couldn't get the Nika fruit,
And
so they got the rest. So Joy Boy
because yeah,
probably had a giant ass dragon on his crew because Kaido's fruit was there, and Joy Boy probably had somebody with the pawpaw fruit.
Really?
We don't. We still.
You
We
think
still
so?
don't know who. We still don't know who. But probably Joyboy's crew probably mirrors Luffy's crew. He probably had a fishman, and he had a
Yeah.
cyborg Frankie, the giant ass robot from Egghead. So he probably had an animal, Zunisha and Chopper.
That's what I was trying to say. I think
Yeah.
like Zunisha was like the chopper of his crew.
Yes. He probably. It's probably a mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I think like because here's the thing, just like Chopper, Zunisha, he had some sort of like a Zoan type devil fruit, and he basically, if when they decide to explore Joy Boy, basically as a character, and I can see that happening soon. I mean, not very very soon, but I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
like we will enter into the world of Joy Boy soon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. The
I
same
can
we
def
entered in Rocks.
yeah, so that's why I'm thinking that Joy Boy. I think like Zunisha was part of his crew.
Yeah. Definitely.
Which roles Zunisha had, we don't know.
The ship.
But okay, I mean, maybe I don't know. I don't know. Not I don't know. But one thing. I mean, okay, but here's the thing. Zunisha, like now, if how would you explain like how Zunisha is big and everything? Let's just say that Zunisha, for example, before took the devil fruit. Let's just say Zunisha was a giant.
Zunisha was regular sized, and then the punishment was he became big. Or my
Okay,
next theory kind of intersects with the theory we're gonna talk after this. Is Joy Boy also knew what Vegapunk said the world will sink, uh, and he made a ploy and a plot for Zunisha's punishment to be a way to avoid the sinking.
so that basically with what you're saying, that would basically explain why Zunisha's legs are so long.
Yeah, because when everything else sinks, Zunisha will still be above the surface.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Now, okay, so you're saying that Joy Boy's crew was basically let me put it this way. So you think that Joy Boy's crew were basically the ancestors of Straw Hat's crew?
Nobody was probably directly and
No, no,
like
no, no, no,
no,
no. I'm
no.
not
But yes,
saying
yes, the structure.
that's what I mean. I'm not saying they were
Yes,
related. I'm saying they
yeah,
were
yeah,
like the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
structure.
the structure. Yes, I think so because Luffy is the incarnation of Joy Boy, and his
Yeah,
fate is linked to him. So probably the rest falls into place. The fated crew.
yeah, and also you have to remember, like Vegapunk said, that Joy Boy was the very first pirate who sailed the
Yes,
seas.
yes.
So
He
yeah,
probably
but
had a cook and a navigator and
you
like
see, a lot of people think that Emu was part of that crew.
possibly as a like an archaeologist or somebody like who would find something about the world and not like it and then betray
So yeah, which
Joy Boy.
because some people are thinking that Emu could have been part of Joy Boy's crew, and basically he or she somehow got corrupted or something like with either things they did or what they found out or something. And basically, it could explain the downfall of Joy Boy, and also at the same time, the ancient kingdom, the whole
Yeah.
Void Century thing, and so on and so
Yes.
forth.
Yes.
Although personally, do you think Joy Boy disappeared during the Void Century or before that?
Hmm. I would say probably before that because the Void Century probably begins with his disappearance because that's when Emu can start erasing stuff and nobody can stop him.
Yeah, because one of the theories I always had that Joy Boy, especially after the whole robot thing,
Yep.
like one of my theories was always that Joy Boy actually his homeland was like this ancient kingdom with no name.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be. Could be.
Yeah, yeah, and also now the okay, so we have okay, let's just say we had Emu, we have Zunisha,
Yep.
uh,
We have Emmet.
Oh, the robot.
Yeah, Emmet. His name is Emmet.
Yeah. So he, let's just say he. Okay, so we have, let's just say Emu, not official. We had
Yeah.
Emu, Zunisha, MF, the robot. He's kind of like the Frankie
Yes,
of the
he's kind of
group.
like the Frankie.
Yeah.
Emu could be kind of like the Usopp, betraying for something and then avoiding stuff and lying. He's good at lying.
So you think Emu is like a darker version of Usopp?
Yeah,
Can you imagine if we finally see Emu's actual form? Can you imagine Emu having a
the
long
long nose.
nose?
Maybe the top of the head, we think all of the time it was a hat or something or a crown. It's just the nose, just pointing upwards.
Oh my god! But here's the thing: I'm hoping for Oda to do when the
Yeah,
time comes for revealing Emu's like actual face and everything.
not silhouette. Yeah,
Yeah, not silhouette. I want him to make Emu look like terrifying, like
yeah. I don't want him looking goofy.
yeah. I want him to look like creepy, terrifying, ghoulish. You know, like very like a how can I put this? Like a One Piece version of Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I'm not. Of course, I'm not talking about the needles and everything, but like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the creepiness and the ghoulish kind of like I want Emu to look like that. You know, like in which like we do not. I want to see Emu like, being experienced not simply through the actions that Emu did, but also through the entire like look and everything.
Yeah.
You know, when you see Emu, you're like, holy shit! Like, look, that's
That
terrifying.
that or Emo looks like Lily and is a super hot woman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, looks like Lily. Wait, is it
No,
Lily
looks
or
like Vivi.
Lilith?
I think it's Lily, but because Vivi, but it looks like a older, hotter version of Vivi.
Oh my god! Can you imagine like looking like Vivi, but like in a very goth like way?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, okay, because
Or
one of the
or 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 a dark skinned Vivi. So basically, we saw how emo looks because of the
yeah.
live action.
Okay, I won't go that far. Okay,
That's emo.
let's look. Let's avoid that subject. Okay, but
I have strong
please,
opinions.
yeah, that's a little bit controversial. But anyway, but because one of the theories that people had, and I'm gonna go back to Joyboys Crew in a minute, but
Yes.
one of the theories that people had is that basically sorry, Emu, that it's gonna be either Nefertari D. Lily herself or
Yeah.
basically Emu possessing her body.
Yes. Yes. Because his mo is possession.
Because the thing is, the only thing we know from her is that she was the leader, she was the queen of Alabasta. That
Yeah.
she was one of the queens and one of the rulers who basically rejected to go to Marijoa and everything. She wanted to
Yes.
stay with Alabasta and her people. And then the last thing we heard, we found out is that she basically all of a sudden disappeared.
Yep.
Like no one heard anything about her. And then you have fucking Emu having a looking, staring at a portrait of Lily.
Yep.
So if you put two and two together, this kind of like is leading to that.
Yeah.
Unless Emu is, I mean, is somehow connected to Vivi in another way.
Ah,
I don't know. But anyway, to go to back to Joy Boys. So one of the other thing I will say for the crew, I think Davy D. Jones, the founder of the Davy D. clan, or
mhm.
Davy clan, I think Davy D. Jones was also part of Joy Boys crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Could
some
be.
people are saying, yeah. I mean, some people are saying that maybe he was like Blackbeard to Luffy or Rocks to Roger. He was kind of like Joy Boy's rival. But I think like if you go back to Joy Boy being the first pirate, I think Davy D. Jones was like I think like he believably he was part of his crew.
Yeah.
And some people might suggest that maybe he was the reason also for Joy Boy's downfall.
Yeah.
I mean, anything is possible.
Yeah. And that's now this is territory that only Oda knows.
Absolutely. But my last question for you is about Joy Boy. Well,
Hmm.
actually, there are two questions, a two-part question. One, do you think Joy Boy is his actual name?
No, it's probably a title or a moniker, like Straw Hat Luffy.
Yeah, yeah, because that's also what I think. I think this is just a nickname or something
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that people know him the most.
Yes, definitely.
Uh, yeah, because I think like his name is maybe long since been forgotten.
Probably.
Maybe, yeah. So that's first part. Second part, do you think Joy Boy was either a human, a buccaneer, or a giant?
Hmm. Well, we did have a silhouette of him when he was talking to Emmett
Yeah,
during Egghead. So I would probably say he's neither. He's just human.
because some people have been talking about that. If you look at like Joy Boy's size and MF, like the people are saying that Joy Boy's size is actually a bit higher than a normal human.
Fair, fair, but the admirals are bigger and they're human.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But one thing we can both agree, like because some people have been theorizing that Joy Boy is like the ancestor of Luffy. I don't think he is, but the only
No,
thing they
just
have,
just the fated spiritual successor.
yes, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So we both agree on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, and with that being said, we can go to the other topics.
yes.
Yeah, this one I think we're gonna talk a little bit faster, but it's basically what I like to call Laugh Tale, the second God Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you and I talked about the Laugh Tale and the final battle and everything,
Yeah,
and we can basically both agree, like almost everyone, that Laugh Tale is gonna be the next God Valley incident,
yeah,
and in which this time is not gonna be a battle about like slaves or dole fruits or the Buccaneers or anything. This time it's going to be the battle for One Piece,
yep,
basically. And you and I, and basically you mentioned alongside myself that Laugh Tale is definitely going to be like a battle royale, basically.
yeah.
Now, when it comes to God Valley, the reason why I think Shanks might actually survive Beehive if he gets involved, if he gets involved,
If yeah,
if he survives, if he gets involved, I think he will survive Beehive, and I think that Shanks might meet his end on Left Tail. I think.
we're
Uh,
just we're just so grim with Shanks. We just want him to die. Doesn't matter where.
I know. It sounds like we're very cruel with the character, even though he is one of the greatest characters in One Piece.
Yeah,
It makes us look like we're very cruel to him. But to be fair, the way how I see it at first
there
is
have to be
basically
stakes.
all. Yeah, they all the stakes will be very high on Left Tail,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
high, and we're gonna have, as we put it before, we're gonna definitely have like a big number of characters coming on Left Tail, but not all of them, as you said, not all of them, but
yeah,
like I would say a small number of them. Like not
yeah,
all of
yeah,
them, but like a little bit smaller. Now we will definitely have like straw hats. We're gonna have the all the four Yonkos like Shanks,
yeah.
Blackbeard, Buggy. All that's what I'm saying. All four of them will be present on Laugh Tale. And now of the others, honestly, again, I know we've seen Akainu when Vegapunk was talking, like the basically the world will be settled and everything when One Piece is found and everything. But I don't think Akainu will be there. I think like if you're gonna put Akainu as a villain, I think like he will be in Marijoa. I don't think he'll be in Left Tail.
Can the Straw Hats reach all of these destinations though? Will they appear in all of these destinations? I don't think. Doesn't matter how much we wanted to. I don't think Luffy is gonna put an end to Akainu. Luffy is not gonna fight Akainu. Sabo is.
Honestly, to to be
I think
fair,
Dragon, Sabo, and Akainu are gonna fight it off in Marijoy, and then Sabo is gonna put an end to Akainu. A poetic end.
yeah, but here's the thing. I think like before Luffy reaches Emu, I think I think Luffy will face a kind of because of what happened to Ace. Because like remember, okay, yes, Sabo like Luffy, he was Ace's brother, and
Yeah.
everything with the all cups of sake and everything. Like yes, of course, but Luffy has a way more bigger grudge with
Oh yeah,
Sakazuki
yeah, he does. But
than
in the
Sabo.
real world, you don't always get what you want, and you don't always get the revenge
True.
you want.
True, true. That is true. Very true. But we're talking about fiction now.
Fair enough.
So,
But yeah, but I think I would give it to Ace, because then it's Ace's to Sabo, because then it's Ace's fruit that does the deed, and it's a revenge from the grave.
okay, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But I
and
still
and it's
think,
it's like it's this is for Ace, but it's also from Ace for Whitebeard.
okay, okay, again, fair enough. Fair enough. But like I said, but personally for me, I think if Sabo's going to be there, I think then it's going to be Luffy and Sabo together fighting Akainu.
Could
Because like
be.
I said, Luffy because like he fucking killed Ace in front of him, and
Yeah, of
also
course.
Sabo of course also blaming him for his death and everything. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. What I think uh, going to basically Akainu's fate.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think he will die. I
No,
don't
no.
think he will die. I think in the end, I don't know how, and I know that a lot of people will say, "No, what the fuck you're saying? He deserves to die and everything." Yes, that's what we think.
Yep.
But I think Akainu will not die, or at least he will not die by their hand,
No, no.
because I think like Sabo and Luffy in the end, and again that maybe I'm talking a little bit too out of my ass, but uh, I think Luffy and Sabo maybe like I can definitely see him like beating the crap out of him, like
Yep.
where he's basically almost at the brink of death.
Yep.
But at the end, when they have to give him the final blow, I think they will spare him
Yeah.
because like with everything they've been through from Marineford onwards, it made them more mature, more reasonable, more open-minded. Let's put it that way. You
Yeah.
know, So that's what I think. Now, going back to Laugh when it comes to that's what I mean about Kaino. I mean, uh, do you agree with me that Kaino will not die by their hand?
I think so. I think so. It does sound plausible, especially for Sabo and Luffy.
Exactly.
They don't
Uh,
take lives just because.
yeah, because if Eiichiro Oda decides to kill off Akainu, and even though we know Oda is notorious for not killing characters or not loving killing characters off,
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So if he decides to kill off Akainu, then I think Akainu, the only way he could die is again, just like with rocks, with a sacrifice,
Yeah. Yeah.
in which basically
But I don't
he
see Akainu sacrificing himself
no,
or anything.
no, no, I don't myself, but but again, I don't see Luffy and Sabo killing him off. I think like they will spare him in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
But going back to Laugh Tale, I personally think like father, like son, Blackbeard will meet his end in Left Tail.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
think Blackbeard will 100% die in
Yeah.
Left
Yeah.
Tail.
I mean, if somebody has to die,
Oh, like
uh,
Blackbeard will definitely meet his end in Left Tail for sure. And the story, the way how I see it, that at first it's gonna be like a battle royale, like it's gonna be a fight all over the place when the One Piece is discovered.
yeah.
And basically, in the end, I think it's gonna be a battle between Luffy and Blackbeard, and that's where I think Shanks will join the fight. And I think during that fight, again, that's just me. I think during that fight, I think that's where Shanks, I think, will meet his end.
Yeah, that sounds It's a lot.
I know, it's a lot. But like again, with the way how my imagination is going and everything, I kind of think that actually that's how it might happen with Shanks dying. And again, I think if Shanks will die, I think he will die similar to how Ace died
Yeah, yeah,
by basically sacrificing himself. Because like think about it. The reason why I don't think he will die, Shanks. I mean, the reason why I don't think he will die so soon is because first and foremost, like Luffy and Shanks, after all these years, they need to meet each other.
yeah, yeah,
You know, and the whole Straw Hat thing, and
yeah,
also
yeah,
one of the other theories I have is Shanks and Luffy might actually even fight each other to kind of like to see how Luffy progressed and everything.
yeah.
But so that's why I think if he has to die, I think he will meet his end in Laugh Tale. Now, my question to you is: besides Blackbeard and Shanks, which other casualties do you see in Laugh Tale?
Um, Definitely Emu.
No, he's from Marijoa.
I mean, yeah, but he could also, if all the players meet in Left Tail. But okay, realistically, so uh Oda did say a Straw Hat will die. I feared. I fear
Yeah.
Laugh Tale is the only place where they could, and for it to be accepted or not accepted but understood.
You mean Laugh Tale could be a place where we could lose a Straw Hat?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you have any idea who? Who might lose his life?
I fear it's Usopp.
You think it's gonna be Usopp?
Ah, tell me another one. Or uh, let's say if we do lose a Straw Hat, we can't lose a Straw Hat without giving him his dream. They have to have
Okay.
had his dream fulfilled.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Zoro
Like
is off the table. Sanji is off the table.
yeah.
Uh,
Being the
Nami is off
strongest
the table.
swordsman, all blue. Nami making the map of the world.
Still not. Usopp, we could argue he is a brave warrior of the sea already.
Yeah.
Chopper is off the table. Uh, and then we get to Brook is off the table. He didn't meet
Yeah.
Laboon. But
Yeah.
then we get to the guys who will on Laugh Tale fulfill their dreams. Frankie, the ship reached Laugh Tale.
Okay.
He fulfilled his dream.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, Usopp became a brave warrior of the sea. Uh, and Robin did read all the poneglyphs and they reached Laugh Tale because of her. So she's done.
Yeah. Yeah. I get you. Yeah. Those.
So Frankie, Usopp, and Robin are on the chopping block, in my opinion.
Okay. But if I have to choose out of three
And
of them,
Jinbei is not on the table. He just joined and his dream is not seeing racism. so so
so yeah, Jinbei. I don't think. I personally, I don't think Jinbei will die. I don't think
no
he
no no
will.
no.
But if I have to choose out of all of them, I think like the biggest chances out of all of them, it has to be with Usopp.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean you're right. I
And he
mean,
saw Elbaf.
yeah, like
He did everything he wanted.
yeah became the bravest warrior of the sea. He
Yeah,
saw Elbaf,
yeah,
so and also to give him like a final send off.
yeah.
Yeah,
For him to
yeah.
actually be immortalized as a brave warrior of the sea.
Oh my god, like ooh, but if Oda is planning to kill off Usopp, then he needs to do it in style. Like he needs to
I
do it
know.
like in a very glorious way. Like I'm talking like almost like Viking way.
Yeah,
Oh man,
yeah,
in battle.
yeah, yeah. I
Oh
don't want to
man.
talk about this anymore. I'm depressed.
Okay. But one thing we can both agree: Blackbeard will meet his end in
Oh yeah,
Laugh
yeah.
Tale.
That definitely.
Yeah, and with that, basically, here we'll end Rox's legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like father, like son. Well, Blackbeard is actually way more evil than Rox.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm,
I
I'm
mean, my last theory is gonna cover that. So
okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna leave that for that.
yeah,
Okay. Then we go to one of your other theories. The Roger pirates knew the world will sink.
yes.
Is this
I
have to
think
do
this
with?
is
Does this have to do with the thing when Goldie Roger said we came here too soon?
that, and also it's pretty much confirmed if you just look at the facts.
Okay,
So,
give it to
Roger
me.
started the Great Pirate Era so people
Okay,
could learn to live on ships.
okay,
If
okay,
everything's underwater, they need to learn how to live on ships.
okay. Fair enough.
Rayleigh went to work coating the ships because he knew they will need that protection when the sinking happens.
Okay, okay. I see where this is
Gabon
going.
decided to live with a nation that might be unaffected since most of the country lives high up on the treasure tree atom, and they're the most famous seafarers. They're the Vikings.
Okay, okay, yeah. The whole Yggdrasil thing. Yeah, okay, I
Yes,
get it.
Crocus started living inside a whale preparing for the moment.
Okay, yeah, okay, okay.
Banks created a crew of all non-devil fruit users so he can be unaffected when there is no more land.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Wait, are they really
Yeah,
or non-Delphi users?
all
What about?
non-devil fruit users,
But
as
how do you?
far as we know till now.
But how about that? I forgot his name. The one lion-looking figure who basically shoots lasers out of his mouth.
Still not confirmed devil fruit user.
Yeah, but that's definitely looks like a Delphi user to me.
Or a cyborg like Frankie.
Okay, okay. That also we have to take in consideration. All right.
Yes.
Okay, okay. All the points you said. Do you have any more?
Yeah, and then just let's go further away from the Roger Pirates just to other people who were in that era with them. The Celestial Dragons built their home on the Red Line so they would be unaffected. Killed off
Okay,
the Lunarians because they could fly and they lived there so they would be unaffected and they didn't want competition.
okay,
And
okay.
their suits we thought looked like space suits. No, they're diving suits.
Yeah. At first, I thought like they looked like Martians, but
Yeah, but they're diving suits.
yes. Okay, makes sense.
And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
who is the most oppressed by the world government? The fishmen.
The
Because
Fishman
when
Island.
the world will sink, they have the upper hand.
They have the Noah boat.
And they're fishmen.
Yeah.
They're stronger underwater. They're faster. So they're
Oh,
most
oh.
oppressed because they don't want opposition when the world sinks.
Okay. I have to give you credit. Like, yeah, all the facts you gave me actually, yeah, they actually make it. Okay, those are actually
They
really good
knew.
points. But
Everybody knows. Everybody knew except the new age.
yeah, okay. But going back to when you said the Roger Pirates knew the world will sink.
Yeah.
Okay, still you have to give me the theory. How do you think the Roger Pirates knew? I'm talking about them specifically.
Probably on Laugh Tale, that's like how does Vegapunk know? We still don't know how exactly he knows.
I hope it has nothing to do with that message that Joy Boy left.
But I am actually theorizing that is because the poneglyphs and everything is connected, and probably on the last poneglyph, there's the truth. The truth about world sinking is part of the One Piece.
So that everything becomes like a one piece. Yeah,
Yes,
I get you. I get you. So basically, you're saying that the end of the end of One Piece, basically the world would be like Waterworld.
basically, yes. Mad Max.
Oh God. Okay, okay. Honestly, honestly in some capacity, I think like Oda will try to find a way, or maybe he already did, that maybe the sinking might not happen.
Maybe, but the Roger Pirates knew and they didn't share. That's the key thing to take away. Why they
Yeah,
didn't share? Who knows? but every single one of the known Roger pirates took precaution.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Scopper Gavin, yeah, with Elbaf, Rayleigh with ships and everything, Crocus with like
Crocus lives in a
Laboon.
goddamn Geppetto whale.
Yeah, he lives inside Monstro.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, yeah, I get you, I get you. Yeah, I mean, so you're saying this is also part of the reason why Goldie Roger said we came here too soon.
Yes, because we came before the sinking.
So here's the thing. So here's another question I have for you. Does this sinking thing does it have anything to do with Joy Boy's message?
Probably. It has
Because
to.
remember, then why Roger and the others were laughing?
You wouldn't. I
Uh,
would arrive there. The world will sink. Good luck. I would laugh.
okay, if the message was something like that, okay, I would laugh for sure.
Yeah. Like they wanted some great big message, something grand, something inspiring, something jaw dropping, and they got uh world sinking by GLHF.
Good luck, fuckers.
Yeah, yeah, I would laugh.
Okay, okay, I agree. If I find a message like that, even I would laugh for
It's
sure.
a joke at that point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the way how you're thinking. Yeah, 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 yeah. Actually, could kind of in a way make sense. But let me remind me of something. So you had normal poneglyphs, you have the
Yeah.
rogue poneglyphs,
Yes.
and the one on left tail is called like Rio poneglyph or something.
Rio poneglyph.
Rio poneglyph. Yeah,
Yes.
that kind of contains the whole truth about the Void Century and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Okay,
But
okay,
there's
okay.
actually more. If we go into the poneglyphs, there's more uh, stages. I would say there's historical poneglyphs that
Yeah.
reveal pieces of ancient history. There's
Yes.
instructional poneglyphs
Yeah.
that say clues about locations, and
Yeah. Some
then
of
the
them
actual the important ones are the road poneglyphs.
that basically lead into the Rio poneglyph on left tail.
Yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Some of them are for instructions. Well, some of them are for history. Some of them are like they kind of make them look like a map. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, but the one on left tail. Yeah, I was trying to remember if it was called Rio poneglyph or not.
I
Okay,
think it is, yes.
I'm
Or
really
maybe the
hope.
Rio poneglyphs are the collection of. I'm blanking currently on how it's
I personally think
divided.
it's. I personally think it's going to be just one poneglyph. I think it's going to be just one, and I think just like we have poneglyphs who are like dark blue, road poneglyphs are like red. I think like this one, just like in Skypea, might either be
No,
silver or gold.
I think it's gonna be more. What I theorize is the Rio poneglyph is not gonna be one giant poneglyph. It's gonna be nine poneglyphs, each one written by one of the crew members of Joyboy.
Oh, so you think there will be like 9 or 10 of them?
Yes,
Okay, that would be cool.
that together make up the big poneglyph.
In which basically you're saying all 9 are written, and the 10th one basically is Joy Boy's poneglyph.
Yeah,
And all the like 9 poneglyphs will kind of like lead to Joy Boy's poneglyph.
yeah, I think so.
Okay, okay, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That is a good
Yeah.
one. Okay, shall we go to the big one, or you want to still talk
Yes.
about this?
No, no, we can go to the big one.
Okay, this is gonna be really interesting because I also have something that connects with yours. But
Yes.
anyway, we go to the final topic of our wildest theories, and that is the truth behind Blackbeard's devil fruits and everything else. All right, then, the floor is yours.
Okay, so let's go way back. Blackbeard has famously said on Jaya, a man's dream never ends.
Yes, exactly.
What but what if a man has more than one dream?
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
Oda has said Vegapunk will explain everything about devil fruits.
And he
We were
did.
kind of disappointed. We didn't get much of an explanation. We got a sketch. We got a stitched down version, TLDR
I
version.
mean, look, we still kind of got like some informations out of him.
Yes, we did. We actually did, but you
Yeah.
have to read into it.
Okay. Yeah.
He
I
said
get
he
you.
said the devil fruits are manifestations of people's desires and
Yeah.
dreams.
Yes.
Each fruit carries the dream of the creator.
Yep.
So that means if every fruit is born from a dream, then it means it carries the will of the dreamer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Correct.
explains how some fruits choose its users and why they awaken so selectively.
Yeah.
Even why some fruits are fated to particular people, like the Nika fruit avoiding the world government just to be eaten by Luffy. So,
Okay.
what if some fruits are linked by the same dreamer? Long before Rox and Roger, there was an infamous pirate called Davy D.
Davy D.
Jones.
Jones. Yeah.
Ruled the seas, said he was a dreamer of godlike proportions. Perhaps even the first person whose will was strong enough to give birth to the first fruits.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so those fruits being the Yami Yami no Mi and the Gura Gura no Mi, and possibly the Nika fruit. How? Let me explain. These
Okay.
represent the three primal desires of a man on the sea: the Yami Yami to control the sea, the Gura
Yeah.
Gura to destroy it, and Nika to be free upon it.
Okay. Okay. I see where you're
So
going with this.
Rock sought to reclaim the power, so he hunted two fruits down that he thought were the J.V. Jones's dream, the Gura Gura and the Yami Yami. When
Yeah.
Blackbeard faced Luffy and Zoro on Jaya, he said the famous line, but what
People's
if he meant
dreams.
literally, dreams don't end? They are devil fruits. They don't end. On Banaro
Yeah.
Island, when he faced Ace, he said he studied the fruits for decades. He
Yeah.
said
He
he
did say
joined
that.
Whitebeard because it gave him the best chance to find it. Why?
Yeah.
Because the Yami Yami is fated to meet Gura Gura again.
Yeah.
On Eni's lobby, we got the explanation that if you eat two devil fruits, the devils inside will fight and annihilate you. But what if they are the same dreamers devils? That explains how Blackbeard can have both the Gura Gura and the Yami Yami.
So you're
They're the
trying to.
same devil, the
So
same
that.
dream.
So that means that Blackbeard might be after Luffy.
Yes. He wants
Oh.
all the three, the dream of David D. Jones, the dream his father had.
But yeah, but what didn't? But Joy Boy had the Nika, the Nika Del fruit.
Yes, and that's why maybe Davy, who was on his crew, betrayed him.
So he can get it. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
But and this is maybe why some devil fruits never awaken, because the user's will doesn't resonate with what the fruit's original dream is. Like
Yeah,
Whitebeard had the Gura Gura and apparently never awakened it, because he desired peace and protection,
yeah,
which is the opposite of what the original fruit's dream is, which is
yeah.
destruction.
Yes, yeah.
That's why Teach will awaken both, because he carries the same dream as the original dreamer.
Okay, 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 okay. I got you. I get you.
This is the explanation why he has two devil fruits and he can have both.
Yeah, because that was a mystery that was never like uncovered, like how he can
Yeah.
handle like two devil fruits. Yeah,
Yes.
but he actually holds water. What you're
Yes.
saying, yeah, with the devil fruits and the user's will and like the mentality and everything. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Which also kind of explains the awakening in Luffy when it comes to like the Gomu Gomu no Mi being the Hito Hito no Mi
Because he
model
wanted to be
Nika.
the freest, and then it awoken to give him the dream that it represents being freedom.
And the final, basically the final countdown was basically when Kaido killed Luffy. That kind of
He
was
took a
needed.
yeah, because he killed him and that is the final rest, and he's not free anymore. It's the final cage. He freed him.
Yeah, he basically Kaido did him a favor.
Yeah, basically. I mean, not
Yeah.
not Kaido. Technically, is the CP0 guy who did it the favor.
Well, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, true.
Guernica or something like that.
The guy with
Bowler's hat.
derby hat and
Yeah, bowler.
the
The
mask.
bowler's hat. Yeah,
Yeah, the white bowler hat.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Who
then
took it like a champ. He knew Kaido was gonna kill him. He took it like a champ.
yeah, okay, yeah. I'll give him credit for that. Even though the Cyberpole characters, I always hated them. I never liked them.
Yeah.
But I will agree that guy he took the hit from Kaido like a champ. I will agree.
He did his job. He did his duty. You
But I'm
cannot blame the man.
yes, but without knowing that he awakened Nika in Luffy.
He didn't know. He did the job that he thought he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Okay. So basically, with everything you just said, you're
Yes.
saying that Blackbeard then, after getting the Yami Yami no Mi and Gura Gura no Mi, then now he's after Luffy's Devil Fruit.
Yes. He needs the trifecta to complete Davy Jones's dream.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, but that's good. But I'm just trying to like calculate how could that happen, because because so far, I mean, this could also explain why Blackbeard had shown so much interest in Luffy
Yes,
from
exactly.
the beginning. Yeah. Not just simply because they're almost the same when it comes to like being dreamers and everything, but also because of his Devil Fruit.
Yes.
uh
Fated to
yeah
meet.
Fated to meet. Yeah, but this time when they meet, it won't be in Blackbeard's body. It will basically be like Luffy against Blackbeard, but with those Dolphins.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it. But here I have an addition to Blackbeard when it comes to my
Hmm.
theory. Remember when Saturn met Katarina Devon and Van Auger,
Yes.
and basically Saturn told them like, what are you after? And
The
both of
world.
them said the world.
Yes.
Now
But that
some people might think like, it's like, oh, world domination or things like that.
no.
Here's what I think will happen and how it connects to rocks. I think the world, what they mean, I think Blackbeard is after Emu,
Yeah.
which of course some people might say it's obvious, but yeah, it's after Emu. Now the main question is, why is he after Emu? Like either revenge or basically to continue Rox's goal, to kind of like finish.
Rox's goal was the same as would say. Like Rox's goal. Rox said there's a panel that he's after two devil fruits,
Yeah, he did say that.
and he's probably meant the Yami Yami and the Gura Gura.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. Hmm.
That's why his son now has them.
Yeah, but still, okay. They said the world, which again, it definitely connects. It definitely, I think, what they definitely mean that Blackbeard is after Emu. But
Yeah.
so the question I have, which I had ever since I reread the chapter, especially that panel, uh, why is he after Emu? Like, okay, after Luffy, I get it, but especially with the theory you said. But one thing I'm trying to see.
Well, Emu is the final nail in Freedom's coffin. He wants to control the world, and like he just like Emu is the one who is not gonna give the pirates the freedom and the dreams. He wants to end the dreams. And Blackbeard said the dreams never end.
So
He needs he needs to get rid of Emu, so he takes his place basically, but in a completely opposite way. Anarchy
yeah,
and freedom for all,
yeah. So basically, he who destroys Emu takes his place.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's like in the Pirates of the Caribbean, who kills Davy Jones, who takes his heart, takes his place.
yeah, if you stab his heart, you must take his place. The Dutchman must have a captain. So the same thing
Yes,
like with the world
the
government,
world must have
a leader.
a head. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But you see, still, if you try to compare Rocks and Blackbeard, uh, I would say this: Rocks had way more bigger morals than Blackbeard.
definitely. But uh, Blackbeard is now on God Valley. We see his flashback with his mother and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
but
Rocks had
again,
bigger morals, but Blackbeard had bigger traumas.
yeah, and which also kind of explains why he's well insane and evil and everything. Like it
Yeah.
explains. But I always said this. It kind of for me personally, you kind of feel pity for him, but it still doesn't excuse the crimes that he committed.
No, no, of course not.
No, like what he did to Whitebeard, to Thatch, to Ace, and also the trauma that he created for Luffy. Because
Yeah,
I mean, everything that happened in Marineford,
yeah,
everything was because of Blackbeard. If Blackbeard didn't capture Ace, Marineford, the Summit War would have never happened.
yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, which I always kind of said it, Blackbeard was the fucking mastermind from the beginning. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if he didn't kill Thatch, Ace would never go after him. They would never met at Banana Island. He would never defeat him.
No, there wouldn't be a Marineford.
Yeah, exactly. So you would kind of say Blackbeard planned the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But I still like if when I try to compare those two characters together, like I mean, some people say like father like son. For me personally, not exactly, because there are
not
some.
exactly, but the general idea is there.
Yeah, yes. For example, if Rox was still alive, I don't think he would have let Blackbeard kill Whitebeard.
No, 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 probably not.
Because first, not only being one of the main founders of Rock's Pirates, one of the core members, but also Rocks and Whitebeard, like they had a mutual respect for each other.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, but anyway, to the truth behind Blackbeard's Devil Fruits and everything else we just said actually kind of makes sense the way how you described it and everything, and also Blackbeard Pirates. Let's be honest, like they're basically this generation Rocks Pirates.
yes, yes. A
But also
misfits
one
who
thing,
don't work together but have to.
you see, that's the thing I was also wanted to say. Like when I saw the Rocks Pirates and how they basically like their relationship and everything, I kind of disagree with Sengoku because they're not that unstable.
No, they are not unstable when we watch them, but if random like random marine watches them or random civilian, they're pretty unstable.
Yes, but like well, I'm sure, yes, I mean yes, sure, we saw them like a few times, kind of like cheating on each other and like maybe like
Button
a little
heads.
a little like but yes exactly butting heads like for example Shiki and Kyo for example because they were
Yeah, yeah,
rivals and everything like yeah we saw those things but they were never so unstable as Sengoku explained. And the same thing goes with the
But
Blackbeard Pirates.
Sengoku vilified Rocks. He's the epitome of evil. He's the devil. Sengoku does tell. I would say the odd white lie, but he says a lot of white lies.
Or that's maybe what he heard.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Garp was there.
Yep.
So maybe he heard a different story.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you know. But yeah, I mean, overall, like this theory, I really like it. But I will say this: Blackbeard has another thing coming if he thinks that he's gonna take Luffy's Delphi so easily.
Oh no, no. Of course.
He will. Then if the Beehive arc, the reverse Marineford happens,
Yes.
Blackbeard will fail, and if he tries again in Laugh Tale, he will fail again.
Yeah.
Oh man, Oh man, like all the theories that we have here, like I mean the
Strong contenders.
yeah, they're really strong contenders. I mean, I only have two, kind of like easygoing, but yours, I have to say, like they're really, really strong contenders. I definitely have to give you credit for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
I
But
do
the,
live and bleed One Piece.
yeah, just like me, just like me. Yeah, I mean, even I mean, I will say this. I mean, ever since I started One Piece, like when I was little, like when I was like in elementary school, I mean, like almost like everyone else. I mean, I first watched it like as an anime on the
Hmm.
Italian channels, and then later
Yep,
on,
same.
I went to Japanese.
Same.
But yeah, so back ever since back then, even I created so many different theories about like
Yep.
what might happen to later in the future and everything.
I
Uh,
invested in buggy stocks 10 years before it happened.
And you see, that's the thing. For example, one of the theories I had when I was little, and those were the days where I actually didn't pay much notice to the details.
Yep.
But I was I remember like it was yesterday. It was me and my sister, and we watched together the Orangetown arc with Buggy.
Hmm.
And when he was, and the episode when he was telling the story about how Shanks and Buggy were together on the same ship,
Yep.
uh, I was telling my sister that basically I think that's the Pirate King's ship, Gold
Yep.
Roger's ship, and I stood by that moment that Buggy. I believed that Buggy might have been part of Gold Roger's crew, and when some of the archipelago came,
Yep.
I was like, "Holy fucking shit! I was fucking right."
Yep.
I mean, like that was one of them. Then one of the other theories I had was oh yeah, was the whole Pluton thing that
Hmm.
it would be that we will kind of get that was kind of gonna be revealed in Ennis Lobby,
Yep.
kind of with those plans. That was one of the theories I had. One of the other theories I actually got that actually were true was like basically which Yonko was the business partner of Doflamingo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people because a lot of people actually thought like it was going to be Big Mom, because she was recently made an appearance and everything, or maybe even Blackbeard, like some of them. But and because I've never seen any of them so far, I never seen any of them saying that Kaido might be actually the business partner. And when the
Yep.
truth was revealed, I cannot tell you the joy I had that I was right. That it was Kaido. Because for me
Yep.
it made more sense. I don't know. I mean,
Yep.
how about you when that happened?
Yeah. I mean, when I said about, I said Buggy is gonna become a warlord, like basically when the warlords were revealed. I said it then. Buggy is gonna be one of the warlords, if not more, and I was right. Um, I was correct. I had a theory when I saw the admirals in Marineford. I had a theory that after Marineford, there's going to be more admirals revealed,
Yeah.
and that one of them is going to have I said a wood logia, like
Okay,
I
you were not
I
that
said
far.
I was not that far off. I said he was gonna have a wood logia that's gonna be similar to, if you read Naruto,
Yeah.
similar to Hashirama. I
Okay.
was not that far off.
You see, but I wasn't that far off with Fujitora because one of my theories I had with my friends, like the other admirals, like what kind of devil fruits they're gonna have. I said one of the admirals is gonna have some sort of like a gravity devil fruit,
Yeah,
and Fujitora he has sort of like a gravity devil fruit.
yeah. You
Yeah,
know what I also said in Water 7
yeah,
when Garp showed up. Oh, that's my grandpa. Wait, Dragon? What? Dragon was a former Navy soldier who saw something bad. I
and
said it then.
and in God Valley it was revealed.
Yep.
So you were
I
right.
knew he was a former Navy soldier. I just knew it. It was the only thing that made sense about Garp and his son. There
I
was
mean,
no way Garp would have let him not be a Navy soldier.
no. Even for me, even I thought the dragon was a marine. Even I
Yeah.
thought that he was a marine. But the thing is, for me, I thought he had a rank. Like I thought that he was gonna be like a rare admiral or a commodore or a captain or something.
No. I think I specifically know I said just a soldier, and he saw something bad and he defected. He never risen to the ranks because more Marines would know him.
Can I tell you a little theory about Dragon saving Shanks?
Sure.
What if during the this fight when he tries to escape with Shanks, since Shamrock was taken by that horned lady from the God's Knights,
Yeah.
uh, what if Dragon gave Roger Shanks?
Hmm.
What if he was with them ever since he was a baby?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. What if like Dragon either like he was like I don't know, either he was like cornered or he was injured or something, and basically he basically came face to face with Dragon and with Roger, sorry, and basically to keep the baby safe, like he begged him or asked him to keep Shanks safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's plausible.
I mean, because one of the questions I had, how the fuck did Dragon got off God Valley with Shanks?
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
when I was reading the chapters, I was like, unless he gave Roger Shanks, and basically they took care of him ever since he was a baby, and that would also explain, like why it was never explained, like why how Shanks did get on board.
Yeah. Do you want a mini theory of my own? That's never gonna be confirmed.
Okay, go ahead.
Vegapunk considers Momonosuke's fruit to be a failure because it's the wrong color.
Okay. But it's never going to be
It's
confirmed.
perfect. It's perfect in every way. He has all the same powers as Kaido, but it's the wrong
Yep.
color.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm.
Do you still believe that Vegapunk is actually dead?
Oh no.
I mean, do you think
I
he
mean, the
like,
body, yes, the main body is dead, but his brain is not dead. He's just gonna make a new Stella,
or what about
or the current Lilith is gonna become Stella.
or what if like he creates like a pacifista like clone of himself?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because like I really liked his character, his design, and everything. So I was really sad that we kind of got rid of him very early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, he was an old timer and everything, but you know, just I wanted to see more of him.
Yeah.
And again, the way how Oda created him, genius. The design,
Yeah.
genius. Because everyone thought of him that he's gonna be sort of like a evil looking like Dr. Gero from Dragon Ball type of like
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. He's
And
gonna be mad scientist.
exactly. And now when what did Eiichiro Oda did? He fucking created like a One Piece version of Einstein
Yep.
with the tongue and everything.
Yep.
Oh, I love Eiichiro Oda. He always does the opposite
Yep.
every time. Oh man. Yeah, but again, I didn't do like theories for for a long time, but like in the recent like year and a half, like I already kind of like started doing them again. But when I started with One Piece, like there were quite a few actually that I got right, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Same.
Yeah, and I was like,
Some of mine are still not confirmed, but there will be.
yeah. But can I ask you a question? Do you think in the future, before Laugh Tale, do you think we'll see more giants like Ors?
Probably not.
So you think Ors Junior was like the last of his kind?
Uh, Probably not the last of his kind. But probably the last of his kind that we will see. They will probably be just mentioned, but not directly influenced or Like, I mean, I can go into another theory right now. Like the Domi
Nah,
Reversi, Dorian Broggy look like Ors Jr.
yeah, I hope the Dorian Broggy will go back to normal.
Yeah, I hope. I have. I fear one of them will die.
Yeah, yeah. I also have a strange feeling as well. Yeah,
Like one,
But
not both. One
yeah. But the question now is who?
Broggy.
Either Dory, Brogy.
Yeah,
So you think it's gonna be like a reverse kind of thing,
yeah.
where basically we thought Dory died in Little Garden, so now it's Brogy's turn.
Yeah.
Uh, oh well, we shall see. But one thing for certain, actually, there's a theory going out that the next Straw Hat might actually be Generally Boney.
Yeah, or you know, classic Loki. But
Loki.
yeah, but who knows?
But
It
but
could be another.
honestly,
It could be another Yamato situation.
but here's the thing: Loki actually, just like Generally Boney, Loki also kind of makes sense that he might actually be with the Straw Hats, even though I know, he's so humongous that how the
Yeah.
hell can he sail with them and everything?
He can. There's one way. The owl from the library.
Okay, yeah, I get you, I
He
get
he,
you.
he can make it small.
He can make Loki small.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I
The
remember now.
owl could make Loki small.
Yeah, but wait,
That
does
and
the
then like yes, Bonnie could be, but look, yes, but then again, we had so many pointers towards Carrot
yeah, I
and
know.
Yamato and
Yes,
Momo.
yes.
So let's not jump the gun.
But the thing is that a lot of people believe that it's either going to be Boney or Loki because they think with Elbaf, they think like this time actually there will be a new Straw Hat.
Okay, I'm gonna throw in another one.
Okay, go ahead.
Vivi.
Vivi.
Yeah. Morgans finds himself in Elbaf, the Zeppelin balloon thing,
Yeah.
and Vivi meets up, and they still consider her a Nakama.
Oh, so you mean basically she's making a
And she's now
return?
defected. She doesn't have an obligation towards her country.
Okay. So basically, Igaram's fear has now came to pass.
Yes,
Yeah, I get you. I get you. If that actually happens, and if she becomes part of the Straw Hat crew, like this time
for
permanently,
real. Yep.
yeah, I do hope that she might get a similar outfit, just like in Igaram's dream.
Yeah. The only problem with that is we don't need any more weak straw hats. We need firepower for the end.
Well, Loki, there you go.
Exactly. That's why Loki. Because
So,
Vivi is cool and I like her, and but
but
she's no
she's too
fighter,
sensitive.
and she's no fighter.
Yeah, she's no fighter. She's more of a pacifist
Yeah,
than
we
a
don't need
fighter.
another one of in the weakest trio.
But here's the thing, and the reason why I believe Loki might be the next Straw Hat, because remember, out of all the people, especially when they were healing him, out of all the people, who is the first one who accepted him for who he was? Luffy.
Yeah,
So that's kind of like that people are saying this is the first sign that he's gonna be part of the Straw Hats, or he might join
yeah,
the Straw Hats. But I think like he'll be a great addition, and also I think like with the Straw Hats, I think Loki will find himself in like at home.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think like we can put an end to our little wildest theories video. Don't
Yes,
you agree?
we had a good 2 hours.
Yeah, we had a good 2 hours talk. So here we are, guys, at the end to another Shadow Talk video. You guys know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe. Your own personal thoughts about what you thought about Pro Kira and my own like One Piece theories. If you have your own crazy theories as well, just drop them in the comment section down below. And if you want to see any previous Shadow Talk or One Piece videos as well, they'll be in the video description down below as well. So, as always, stay tuned for more. Have a nice day, everyone. Lord of Shadows, like always, signing off.
Bye, guys.
See you guys next time. Or, as I like to say, later, fuckers.